and you are live in the office with Dorian Coley from Coley Realty Group. Today, we're going to be discussing you and what you're made of. Literally, what are you made of? Why are you special? Why do you have what it takes to call into the universe, pull things out of your mind, and see them happen? Well, I'm going to try to summarize that the best I can today. Okay? Well, let's get started, shall we? It starts off, in my book, with creation. I feel God created the planets. He created stars. Stars have a life cycle. When a star explodes, it creates a nebula of dust and gases, and the particles can create other galaxies. From those galaxies, you have planets formed from these dust particles. The planets are comprised of the same ingredients as the dust from which they formed from the previous exploding star. Interesting, right? Yeah, I know. But it gets even deeper. When you think about us and Earth, we are taught in school about the periodic table. The periodic table of elements is spread across the board in just about every single science classroom in the US, maybe the world. Now, when you think about the periodic table, where did those elements come from? Answers? Yeah, I don't have any either. They'll tell you that those elements were formed deep in the earth. But being formed, that skips the point. What are the ingredients? What goes into these elements, right? When you think about the most common elements on that periodic table, the most common are hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, and carbon, all of which, by no surprise, comprise the earth. They also are what make us. That's what we're made of. When you think about the whole concept, which where I'm trying to lead this, when you have an explosion of a star, the nebula is created, you have hydrogen, you have oxygen, you have nitrogen, you have carbon. And once you see that balance on Earth, we're in the same balance. The Earth itself is about 70% water. We are about 70% water. The Earth is mostly hydrogen because it's mostly water. We're mostly hydrogen because we're mostly water, in the same balance, in the same ratios. When you look at the carbon, we use carbon dating to find out how old something is. We are all part of this. We all have hydrogen that make up most of the water. We all have oxygen because H2O is water, in that order. The Earth has the same balance. The Earth has carbon. We have carbon. The Earth has nitrogen gas. We have nitrogen gas emitting from us when we breathe. And, the miracle of life that happened in space, which formed the planets, is the same miracle of life that formed us. So, with that being said, why should you not have the ability to call to the universe and manifest what's in you outwardly? Also, something else. I'm playing devil's advocate here, so play with me. If a star can explode and one particle can create a world with people, life on that planet in the same balance of the planet it's on, why can it not duplicate that over and over in other galaxies or anywhere else? Makes you think. But don't think too hard on that. Focus on yourself and the power inside you. You are the universe. The universe lives in you. Don't be afraid to ask for what you want. Walk upright, do what you need to do, keep a good spirit, great attitude, and never be afraid to ask for what you want, because the universe will respond. It's been Dorian. Oh, well, here we go again. It's Dorian Coley Coley Realty Group. See you tomorrow.